Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We have survived for, where is it? Where are you? There you are. 61 days, 20 hours, and 19 minutes. Almost 62 days, which puts us within 20 days of the mark that we set at the end of Against All Odds Season 1, when we died not too far from where we are right now. Right now, we are kind of waiting out a storm that is nearby. I'm going to go ahead and go upstairs and get some rest because there's no point doing anything else at the moment. Oh, that's the bathroom. Okay. I promise I know my way around this house. Okay, there we go. Because there's no point doing anything else while we are kind of snowed in. So we're going to rest for 3 hours. And thankfully, that snow started kind of at the beginning of the day. So what I'm hoping is that, as I mentioned at the end of the last episode, that the storm kind of blows over and gives us some daylight either before the end of the day. Okay, so that still sounds like it's going. Or in like the next 12 hours, like the first part of the next day. That is my hope. But it still appears as though there's a pretty killer storm outside. Let's try and rest for 2 more hours. This is most of the day now. So this is unfortunate. Okay, there we go. All right, we're starting to see some time again. All right, 5 hours we can work with. Let me go ahead and we're going to eat these pinnacle peaches. It's going to be thoroughly delicious. And it's going to help with our thirst as well, which is always nice. We're going to do the same thing with this not just any grape soda. I'm going to drink some of this water. And if I'm not mistaken, nope, I am not at risk for intestinal parasites anymore. So that means I'm going to grab some out here. I'm not going to grab intestinal parasites. I'm going to grab some bear meat. Oh, man. All right, so still pretty crappy. What's the exact... All right, so it's a 5-degree air temperature with a -3 wind chill. So it's a lot warmer than it was. So my hope is that this crazy weather... Did I just see a bunch of wolves out there? Oh my god. That is a crazy amount of wolves. And to be out in a blizzard, that's just nuts. Wow. Not expected. Okay. Well, believe it or not, it feels like 41 degrees right now, despite the fact that we're out in what looks like a blizzard. I'm going to try and... Well, I actually don't have to speak up as much anymore because my volume should be nice and loud now on my audio commentary. And it's glorious! Oh my gosh. As I mentioned in the last episode, guys, I have made some more upgrades to my recording situation. I have changed some settings. Excuse me. I have changed some settings that will definitely allow me to have crisper audio at the expense of possibly like the exact same video quality that you're accustomed to from me. So the eagle-eyed members among you, a lot of people are indifferent to it, and I get it. It's fine. But as I've mentioned in the past, I have been friends with people who are very sensitive to graphical imperfections and artifacts and images and things like that. So I'm interested in feedback from people. Just let me know if you spot any changes in the quality of the video versus my previous content. Because if you don't, this is going to be, I just think, some of the most satisfactory content from my perspective, and hopefully from yours as well, that I've produced in a while, from a technical perspective. So that's going to be good. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about the channel at the beginning of each video, but I haven't recorded Against All Odds in a bit, and I wanted to make sure, and these are my first few episodes of Against All Odds with the new audio setup, so I'm very excited about that. We're going to head back down this way. It's now a lot cooler. What I'm hoping is that we got 4 hours of daylight left, so we don't have a ton of time to explore, unfortunately. We do not. But what I'm hoping is that we're able to knock out some of the exploration of this rear area while we're out here. And I'm also hoping that the weather gives us a bit of a break. I mean, it's warm enough, so it's not terrible. But if it stays this windy and snowy after dark, then nothing's going to stop this. Nothing is going to stop this this storm from almost killing me again, despite the fact that it's not at the blizzard strength anymore. think I see, looks like the entrance to a cave down there. I don't remember the terrain down here very much. Certainly don't remember it as much as I should. But I know, I believe that there is a car. So I want to check that out. And also somewhere near here, I think there are some birch saplings. I had a funny moment when I was recording an episode of Whiteout. It might be one that airs today or yesterday or tomorrow. Oh, there they are. Just the ones I was thinking of. But yeah, I saw a whole patch of these. So this is what's going to help me with my arrows. I've been needing these. But I saw a whole patch of birch saplings. I was like, wrong series, guys. Thanks. You could have popped up in Against All Odds, but I guess it's okay if you pop up here. Birch saplings, of course, are not required as scavenging items in... I saw that black shape and thought it was a bear coming around that tree. They're not required as scavenging items in the Whiteout Challenge. But anyway, now hopefully these don't take too long to harvest. They shouldn't really take any time, being completely honest. Because we're really just chopping through stuff. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and drink some water, and hopefully that'll bring me... It's not going to... it's barely going to affect it. So now that I'm carrying that stuff, I am a little bit weighed down. And now, of course, I'm walking into the wind, so we're going to go sideways to avoid that problem to a certain extent. At some point, I need to go back that direction and see what I can find. But for now, I'm content to explore in this direction. Stay close to the road, especially because it is stormy. And I just... Ugh. I really would just like this zone to give me one chance to explore. Have like a nice day where there's not any issues. Oh, I remember this car. This car and I have a special relationship. So I found this car in Against All Odds Season 1, right? And when I got to it, I didn't have a pry bar for the trunk. And so I got it in my head, and I talked about this, that there was going to be something special in the trunk. And so at some point, at great peril and at great trouble, I came all the way back out. I'm just going to leave that in the trunk. Don't need it. I came all the way back out, and I looked in the trunk. I brought a pry bar all the way back out here. Oh, good, an energy bar. That'll help us stay out. And I got all the way out here, and I opened the trunk, and there's nothing in it. And I just kind of stared at it in indignant silence for about 60 seconds. Well, not 60, but for a good, 15, 20 seconds. It was awesome. Or at least it felt like that. It was probably even shorter. But that was a fun moment, right? Like I said, I have a special relationship with that trunk. I'm going to walk all the way to the end here. Just because, there has been a patch, and I want to make sure, I want to be confident, really, that I have fully explored this region and found everything it has to offer me. I'm very excited that I just found these birch saplings. That will be very handy to have. If you are new to the Long Dark, you're not familiar with what birch saplings do. Those are the central component in forging arrow shafts, and I believe each birch sapling will actually let me have, once they're cured, it'll let me have 3 arrow shafts from that. So that's pretty good. All right, tell you what, we're going to walk back along the ice because it follows the road, and it will help us to explore. Oh, wait. See, I knew there'd be something. Dead guy in a backpack. That's what this is. Dead guy in a backpack.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There's a torch. Don't really need a torch, frankly. Nothing on the dead guy. Useless as usual. Alright, there's a crow feather, though. We can use those to make arrows. There's another crow feather. And they usually come in 3s. Where's the third one? Where's the third one, huh? Is there anything up here? Ah, for a second I thought there was a cave. Now we're just up on top of this rock. Still feels like 41 degrees. We still have a good amount of time before sunset, so we're going to make it back to the farmstead in good time. It looks like the storm is dying down. So my hope here is that the pleasant weather and the snow and the wind stays at its current levels or gets even better by morning. I would really like that. pleasant slash miserable valley is not conducive to just exploration at the whim of the player. It does seem like the air is clearing. I'm seeing some sunlight on the rocks here. Some light peeking through the clouds, which is good. I'm just keeping an eye on my surroundings here. Actually, going back this way will help me search some of the areas near the farmstead that I haven't explored yet. So this is a good thing that I'm doing this. This is a good thing. And it'll give us, I think, just enough time to get back by like dark. By the time we're back in the farmstead area, it's going to be looking, I would imagine, pretty dark. We're not going to have much more light to go by, but we can use the remaining light to explore in this area. If the wind would stop blowing in our faces, that's a big if. Just saying, you could stop that anytime. Just happens to be blowing in the direction that I want to walk right now. Thanks, game. Appreciate that, game. Very considerate of you, game. Or at least it's going to play my favorite track. That is its saving grace. Seems like it's getting a little colder. Not surprising with... Not surprising with dusk coming. Another dead body. Is it just me, or are all the bodies in the game, like, the same pose? Or a very similar pose? I mean, some are curled up. They're in sitting positions. But there's not a lot of variety in terms of the poses you find the bodies in. You'd expect to find some, like, curled up on their sides, you know, in the fetal position. Because they were trying to stay warm and they died. Damn, missed him. I've got spare bullets. I figured might as well try. I might even try again in a second here, because this guy didn't run very far. And he's close to me again. I don't even know if you can shoot a rabbit. Nah, you can't. I saw it hit the ground very near him, but I don't know. That's not convincing. I don't want to waste any more bullets, though. That's probably the two most frivolous bullets I've fired in this entire series. So I got about 2 hours of daylight left. That's probably going to drop down to 1 pretty soon. I really wish the wind would stop blowing in my face, though, because it is slowing me down a good bit. But we're pretty close to one of those areas that I mentioned that we could explore back here. Should be seeing some structures around the corner to the right. Or, yeah, there they are. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. Alright, well now since we're walking this way, we're not walking into the wind. It's not quite as bad. Okay, the wind is still going pretty strong, which is kind of annoying. It seemed like, I mean, there's definitely less snow on the wind and there's better visibility, but it's still really nuts out here. Alright, so this little shed is a spot where you can find things. I really wish we had more daylight because there's other areas back here that need to be explored. There's a lot more in Pleasant Valley that needs to be fully scouted out. And besides, we need to pass the time anyway. Well, we're passing time regardless, but we need to pass the time because we're waiting on stuff to cure here. All right. Hey, here's some stuff. Definitely take this firewood. Don't need the gloves. Let's see what's in the container. Nothing. Hey, firearm. Hey, more ammunition. Another 5 bullets. Thanks, buddy. Is there anything in the hunting rifle you had on you, though? Usually they don't come with bullets in them, with rounds loaded, but let's find out. Not currently loaded. Drop. Hey, this sounds like a new track. I've never heard this. Is that it? Seems like that was it. Oh no, there's more. Always with the pauses.
Feels like night is coming.
You think? Looked like a bear there. Well, this is unlike anything in the soundtrack. Like an electric acoustic guitar. Kind of a combination of both sounds. Ah, here comes the wind again. Alright, I think that was it. That was nice. I like that a lot. I'm not at risk for intestinal parasites, I don't think. Or the game would be warning me, so I'm going to go ahead and eat some more bear meat as I approach the house here. There's a bunch of it sitting outside. And of course I've got some wood with me, so I think another thing I might do is go around to the side, pick up the uncooked deer meat. Oh, I still have some on me. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, I'll drop that then. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go around the side here. Because I picked up some firewood, and I might as well use that to cook this meat that's still out here. Or did I already cook it? Yes, I already cooked it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Totally forgot about that. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Well, less than 1 hour daylight left. We have lots to do. I'm going to go ahead and keep everything on me that I have on me, with the exception of that coffee. Don't need the coffee, I don't think. Coffee, coffee, coffee. There you go. Goodbye. Okay. Reloaded the rifle with the yet another stack of bullets that I found. I'll go ahead and keep those extra ones on me, no problem. and we're going to go upstairs. Well, first, actually, we're going to... Well, let me drink this Summit Soda as opposed to drinking water, because that's going to help with most of my condition. And then we're going to go ahead and just try and sleep through the night, as is here. I will learn my way to my new bedroom eventually, I promise. Alright, so we're just going to rest for 10 hours. Really? Oh, yeah, that's right. We rested so much before we went to sleep. Well, in that case, we're going to rest for... Or we're gonna pass time for 4 hours. I am going to get something to drink, of course, when I'm done with this. Alright, dehydrated. Need to fix that problem. Let's go ahead and drink this water. I should have drank the soda, shouldn't I? But it's good to have that extra one on me. And then we're going to rest for 3 hours. Please have decent weather. I should just shut up, shouldn't I? I feel like maybe that's the issue. I keep jinxing it. Alright. Hey, look, I kind of know where I'm going. Oh, man. Okay, and I had some venison on the side porch. So we're going to step out here. See how much daylight we've got. It's not going to be a lot. It'll probably be really cold. But we've got to start. Especially if the weather's nice. Yes, it's perfectly clear. Less than 1 hour of darkness left.
Made it through another night.
This is literally dusk. Ah, the classic long dark team never gets old. Oh yeah, we're heading out. It's pretty cold, but this is perfect weather, and I want to take advantage of it, so we're going to head this direction. Visibility, too, is good. It's not even dawn yet. It's still, according to the game, it's still dark. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and drink this. Get our thirst meter all the way up, which will also reduce our burden by a little bit. We're under 69 pounds now. So we are encumbered, but we're not encumbered that much. It's not slowing us down. I mean... Oh, you know what we didn't drop? Yeah, all right, before I go too far. Damn, forgot. We're carrying those birch saplings. That's definitely something that I can leave, that I need to leave behind. I'm going to go ahead and use some of my energy here. Well, I really shouldn't sprint. Need to conserve my energy so I can have a nice full day of exploring. All right, so we're going to go back inside. We are going to drop those birch saplings. Let's see. Best place to drop them... Tell you what, I'm just going to drop them right here in front of the bookshelf so they're in their own little unique spot. Got that arrow shaft I don't really need. Where are the saplings? Here they are. Oh, we're carrying wood too. Was I carrying that this whole time? Oh my god. Okay, well, we're going to fix that problem right now. Drop, drop. Okay, that's a lot better. Derp. I have a confession to make. As I'm recording this, you know, before I started recording, this episode and the last one, I splashed a little cold water on my face, but before then, I might have taken an impromptu nap. And you know how you can be sometimes waking up from an unplanned nap, waking up from any kind of sleep at the wrong interval, for that matter. Yeah, that definitely happened. So, if I seem like I'm making silly mistakes a little bit, that's why. But I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I mean, I always make silly mistakes in these playthroughs. It's part of the reality of Let's Plays. But I'm just saying. All right, so we're gonna head back this way again. And we're going to explore farther back in this direction. Of course, now that I know the way to Timberwolf Mountain, once I'm ready to make that leap, once my clothing is repaired, I will just head straight there. I'm probably going to go ahead and get all of my stuff out of the farmstead, wait for a break in the weather, and move down the road towards the base that I have set up with food towards the front end of the area. There's a little bit of food there. Hopefully its condition is still decent. But the farmstead will give us a nice central location in Pleasant Valley from which to kind of radially kind of reach out and explore before we leave. but I just want to be clear that I'm not going to explore Timberwolf Mountain radially. We're going to play that a little bit differently. But all right, let me poke my head up here because there's usually all right. There's some deer there. I'm going to go around the back of these rocks. Why not? All right. Well, while I'm walking, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here, and we will continue our exploration of Pleasant Valley. Now that the weather's somewhat nice, hopefully it's going to stay this nice as the day begins in the next episode. Thanks very much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Against All Odds every day at 6 Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in a bit.